So Jim, we rode the Future Underline today with about 10 other people.
Right.
And you know, I've ridden it many times, but what's your first impression?
Well, it's an amazing corridor that really connects a lot of different parts of the city. So I think to be able to get on a bike or jog or stroll for 10 miles through different experiences of the city is pretty cool.
Yeah. So a lot of people are worried about safety in Miami. We're the fourth most dangerous place to walk in the country and
Right.
the most dangerous place to bike in the state.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of people say, how do I get across those intersections?
Right.
And you rode a few of them today.
Sure.
So what did you
But
think about that?
well, firstly, for psychological safety, it's a very open place. So I don't think people should feel fearful of being riding or walking on the Underline itself. And then there are a number of very challenging intersections,
Yeah.
probably 3 or 4 that we saw today that are super challenging. But I think there's ways to think about how to overcome those.
When you rode it, did you have any areas that you thought had a lot of potential?
Well, sure. This, I mean, the northern portion is really beautiful already, and very, very. I think people would find that very pleasing. And then there's a bit in the middle and towards the northern end that probably could be made to feel better.
Right. Just one more question. So you've done a lot of work throughout the country, if not
Right.
the world. Does this compare at all to anything else you've done, or is this sort of its own animal?
I think this is unique, and I was saying to Isabel and the team today that, I mean, we tend to get projects that have their own sights and their own aura and their own characteristics and their own challenges and their own sets of assets. And this is another one of those. It's unique.
Yeah.
And as I say, I do think that it would be really easy to make this a great bicycle path. I don't think that's a problem, and I actually don't think that overcoming many of the issues at the intersections is a big issue. Most of those are technical problems that can be resolved. The biggest thing is how to make it into a sort of cultural attraction, to give it some magnetic draw, so that more people from more backgrounds and more places around the world actually, when they visit Miami, they say to one another, have you been out on the Underline? And turn the Underline into a destination? And that needs some thinking about how we're going to do that.
Right, just one more thing, because that's a great thought about connecting not just people from the outside in, but the people inside in.
Yes.
So how do we have so many different communities, cultures, dialects, languages, so this might be sort of a great gathering place.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, the idea of public space is that it's so democratic and so neutral. It's not targeted or focused on any particular group. So the Underline should have all the characteristics of something that's welcoming and inviting and open and democratic.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We're glad you're here. Thanks.
All right.